Uh-oh. Wait, no, we're fine. Okay. There we go. I almost did it again, where I touched something and it nearly broke everything. Okay, so let's get this show on the road. There's a new challenge room, but I do not care. There are more important fish to fry, like moving my keyboard out of the way. Oh dear. Good. I'm a little quiet? Oh shoot, now it's better. Hello. I sincerely hope nothing's broken. I didn't touch anything, at least I don't think so. So, in theory, we should be able to just get straight into the nitty-gritty of things today. Hello, Straffer. Hi, Blau. I hope you guys are having a good morning, evening, afternoon, night, one of those time zones, whatever the time is right now where you are. I hope it's good. Hello, Blueberry. I'm super dehydrated. I have no clue why. I feel like I've had so much liquid lately. I've had coffee, I've had Powerade, I've had just massive like water jug. Today you obtained your Gorman plushie. I want one. I just want the big boy. I want all of them, honestly. I don't know what plushies are out there, but I want the entire store. I feel like I'm a very simple lady in that sense. I just want my cute plushies of things I like, and I want to cherish it forever. Hi, Mad. Hi, Name. I'm glad to see everyone here. How, you know what? Okay, this time I'm going to remember to do the streamer thing. How is everyone in chat today? Everyone's doing good? Everyone, ha. Oh gosh, okay, so. I make it sound like it's so painful every time. I'm always like, time to do the thing. It's really not bad. I just always forget, and I always feel kind of bad. All of them, all the scugs. No, really, I really do want them. And if they don't have what I want, I will make it myself. And like, honestly, if like, what's the group behind them? Not Alpha Dream. Gosh, that was a different group. If the dev team behind Rainworld is like, hey, we want the what's it called? The pattern recipe that you use to make that plushie, I would give it to them in a heartbeat, like free of charge. Hi, welcome to the stream, Not a Furry. I too am not a furry. Definitely not a furry. What? No. It's not like me when I was a little to Sonic, like really into Sonic. Like, no. The Kovu from Lion King 2? Not hot. No. You just finished working on something for an exam you have tomorrow. Ooh. If it's more of that kinetic engineering stuff, I hope my patented technique on how to do better on those tests really helped out. Today will probably be the same as yesterday in terms of A Hat in Time streaming. I will try to fight my lawyer, be successful at fighting my lawyer, and then we do the thing in the middle, which I'm honestly not sure what it would be. Because I was under the impression that like Snatcher would be the final fight of Death Wish. It's what makes the most sense, per se. But then there's also like this boss rush thing somewhere. There's a boss rush here. There's a boss rush here, which is what I initially would have thought for the final thing, but then that showed up. So I'm like, okay, so it's not a boss rush. But I don't know who the final fight is. It's not Mustache. It's maybe not Snatcher. It would be really cool to fight. Oh gosh, I'm all hiccupy now. It'd be really cool to fight like an evil shadow hat kid, but that seems a little far-fetched. Hey Straffer and Nettie, is Downpour worth it? I'm probably not the person that can provide you with an in-depth answer to whether or not Downpour is worth it. I would say though, at the very least, if you can get the not the Downpour DLC, the remix DLC, so that you can fine tune the game to your liking and then fix things up accordingly. Whether it's just, I think Downpour is what introduces like quality of life changes as well. I'm not 100% sure. Like I said, I'm probably not the person to go for recommendations in Rain World just yet. Give me a couple more months, maybe a year or so, before I finish all the campaigns in Rain World, and then I can kind of like do like a comprehensive breakdown. Like this is what you want to do. Do this, and this in this order. Nettie, you're digging yourself into a hole. Do not talk about furries. Listen, I've said it before. I'll say it again. I am cringe. I was that cringy kid. I was amongst the wolf girls in my like grade schools. I was the one drawing Sonic OCs. I was the one that had my original character, Do Not Steal. I had an OC for every fandom I was in. I was always like this. I've always been like this. So if you're gonna get caught off guard because it's like, oh my gosh, Daddy's a furry, buddy, it was always here this whole time. What's that one meme where it's like, wait, she's a furry with like the two astronauts, and it's like always has been. Oh gosh, it's about politics and sociology. Oh, I can't help you there. Downpour is very good. A lot of content too. Thank you for smashing my like button, Mad. Now I gotta fix it. Yeah, Downpour is so good. You didn't even enable Downpour? I thought I did! Like, the game boots up and it's all like, hey, here's a fat scug. Welcome to Downpour. Is that not it being activated? Because I tried activating it in the, like the options, the remix setting, and I didn't see how to activate it. Did I not? I'm gonna, oh no. I thought I did. I really did think that I did. Gonna need to look into finding a better arena. There is a website, or at least rather there was a website where you could do like 1v1 chess matches. You just have to share each other the code. That might work. I forgot the name of the website though. Remix is available without Downpour. Hi Moon, welcome to the stream. You can have quality of life changes without Downpour. A wolf girl? Wow. I did have a wolf OC. I think my very first Sonic OC was a wolf, and she was so cool and so edgy. I wish I had the picture that I drew of her. I remember her so clearly in my head. She was very much like the spiked gloves, the hair over one eyes, the like black and white with like red eyes. It was so edgy. But I think of her so fondly. I'm pretty sure I called her Shade the wolf. I'm not super sure. I also had an idea for like a shadow version of Amy that I was thinking of for a very long time. I never really drew anything of it, but it was definitely something I had debated for a while. Maybe I'll draw it at some point and I'll put it in the Discord, which, speaking of, I guess another YouTube thing before we start. Gosh dang it. Ugh. Okay, I always make it sound like I'm pulling teeth. I'm not pulling teeth. My chat members, my commenters, I don't know, what do I refer to you guys as? Maybe we need like a fandom name. I don't know, that's patent pending. I have absolutely no idea what to even like begin with that category. But I can do this in here. We'll paste that. So for any of you guys that are not in the Discord, there is now a Discord. Feel free to hang out in there and check things out. So many of the chat members as they speak right now helped a lot to make that a reality, and I cannot thank them enough. I think it's super sweet of them, and if I haven't said it already, thank you guys so much. You never enabled more Slugcat suspension and remix. To be honest, you don't care if you're a furry or not. All I care is if you hurt people. If you hurt people, I don't like it. No, I haven't. At least not recently. When I was a little kid, when I was like, what, single digits, I was very violent for some reason. But I've calmed down now. I've calmed down significantly. Maybe you activated it off camera, but not on video. You ding dong, you never activated it in remix menu. Okay, you know what? Tell you what, when we're wrapping up stream tonight, you two stay here. Everyone else, the bell will dismiss you, but you two will stay after class, and you're gonna check with me to make sure whether or not Rain World Downpour is activated, because I swear I activated it. I swear. Nettie, we do not care about Sonic. I do! I care about Sonic! I love him! But Daddy, I love him! Oh my gosh. Rain World without Downpour feels like a demo to the full game. Care about Sonic and hola! Hola! Hola Moon. Nettie's fans should be called Nutties. Oh gosh. You're welcome, Nettie. Okay. Okay. We're gonna fight my allegedly slightly more handsome lawyer. And you guys will remind me, once we're done here, to go check on Rain World briefly so that I can fix whatever happened. Oh gosh. In theory, from the last time we fought Snatcher, it kind of proved to not exactly be like impossible per se. I think it was, as with most fights, I feel like in any game, it just requires you to just, for starters, focus, which is apparently something I'm not very good at doing. And second of all, like, recognize the patterns, be prepared for them. There are certain attacks that I feel like I kept making the same mistakes, and I really shouldn't have been making them. So ideally, don't get hit, don't let my health drop below 1, and pay attention, and we should have a recipe for victory. Speaking of Sonic, at some point I would really like to revisit, what is it, Sonic Mania at some point. I mean, I want to revisit all of at some point I'd like to revisit a lot of the games that I played on this channel before, but especially like Sonic, because, like, jokes aside, Sonic really does mean a lot to me in terms of like the art, in terms of like growing up with Sonic per se. Oh gosh, okay. I know most of you guys may not feel the same way. I know that, like, just in general, like, Sonic has a reputation per se on the internet, to say the least. Oh shoot, it's this attack that I always keep messing up for some reason, even though it should be very easy. And if I am to be blunt, I am not here to pick fights with anybody about whether or not Sonic is cool. I find Sonic to be a character I really enjoy and care about. Darn it. I find Sonic to be a character that I really care about because he very much reminds me of, like, a lot of things that have and still do inspire me to this day. I feel like it's really good to have a lawyer. I do not have the money to fund a lawyer, nor do I hopefully not need one right now. Even with, like, some of the issues that I have going on in my, like, IRL life, hopefully it should be free of a lawyer, because at that point, if I need to get a lawyer, it's kind of, I don't want to say it's it for me, but it's definitely just kind of like, at that point, it's like, man, I should probably just settle and just move on. But I should be fine for the most part. At least I think I should be fine. Oh, darn it. Ooh! Oh, dang it. These are not the best first early attempts. How did I dodge that? Oh my gosh. I'm not fully sure how I dodged that either. I don't feel like I was completely there for that. Oh, dang it, the shockwave. I kind of forgot. I was a Kirby kid and I was a Sonic kid. I did not even know you could delete your own messages. I'll be completely honest with you, Blueberry. I'm surprised. I can maybe revitalize it, but it'll have to give me a moment because as you can see, there's a lot happening on my screen right now. Alright, let's try this whole... Oh gosh. That was much smoother, for what it's worth. So with this one, we could probably just get up to here. Jump. Jump again. Stay away, stay away, stay away. I love Kirby. I love Kirby a lot as well. Maybe not as much as I like love Sonic per se. Oh gosh. Ooh. Okay, we're good, we're good. But Kirby also really does mean a lot to me. I mean, is today the day where I just do all the YouTube things? I feel like it is thus far. But jokes aside, like, especially in my Kirby playthroughs, if you guys have seen it, I shared it a few times already why I feel so strongly about Kirby. But for those of you who have not watched it, a bit of like story, I guess both for Sonic, but first for Kirby. Oh shoot, I forgot about this attack. Just give me one moment. There we go. Oh shoot, get closer to him so you can hit him. There you go. So growing up, I never actually had a lot of my own games per se. I wasn't exactly the most like financially well-off kid in the world. So one of the first games I ever like properly owned that wasn't just like on loan from a friend or like given to me because it was like, hey, you know, GameCubes aren't really the thing anymore. N64s aren't really the thing anymore. So I guess you can have this. Oh gosh. How did I thread the needle on that? So one of the first games I ever owned, like properly owned, was Kirby Squeak Squad. Oh, good heavens. This... Oh, geez. This is like so complicated. When do I find good windows to attack them? I feel like that's something I really struggle with. Sorry, I do want to continue the story. I'm just also like... I'm really trying to not blow this. There we go, there we go, there we go. That was pretty good. Shoot, those are so close to each other. Dang it! No! Kirby to Go always has been. He's been a very solid character for a very long time. The one character that has never disappointed us. That's kind of true. Kind of easy though, which isn't a bad thing, but somewhat sad for me because I enjoy a challenge. Kirby games were kind of important to me though, a long time ago. Kirby games to me, aside from like not the it signifies a lot to me, having grown up with Kirby. It's many things. It's me finally being able to like have my own games, no matter how easy or difficult it was. It felt nice to finally be like, what in my eyes at the time, like finally like a gamer per se, because I finally had my own games. I wasn't just at the mercy of who was willing to be nice to me. I properly owned my own games. And then from there, you know, it kept evolving. That's why I tend to play a lot of DS games on the channel, because a lot of my strongest memories are with DS games. It was the only thing close to like a console that I had. It was a handheld console, but still. So it was a lot of Pokemon, a lot of shovelware. I won't even lie. A lot of shovelware, a lot of just maybe not the best games, and then like Kirby games as well. The first game I ever played on this channel, Kirby Superstar Ultra, that one has a lot of history for me as well. It was also one of the first games that I beat to like 100% completion, but it also like, I guess kind of like, I don't want to say like spiritually, how do I explain it? The game very much reminds me of my sister and like the bond we used to have. I was your typical little sibling, so I always like struggled with like, oh shoot, hold on. I always struggled when it came to games, and I would come up to her and I'd be like, oh, sister, please help me. Oh, shoot. That was mean. That was also pretty mean. Oh, gosh. At least I'm getting better at dealing with this attack. This one, though. This one can... Not any time. No, dang it. I thought I jumped over it. I think Kirby games are better just for fun, except for the arenas. I do like the arenas. That's why I'm making concepts for Kirby Inspired series that's significantly harder than the average Kirby game. I would love to see that, honestly. Like, kind of like that Kirby recipe, the Kirby formula, but in a more difficult game. The only other game I could think of off the top of my head that gets even remotely close to doing something akin to Kirby was what's it called? Ballad in Wonderworld. And I'm assuming that most of us know how well that went. We go, we jump, keep jumping, we keep jumping. We are progressing a little bit, I like to think. Honestly, I think the biggest thing that's bottlenecking me right now in terms of like making progress with this fight specifically is when it gets to the phase where like he just keeps assaulting you, your only form of attack really is to like do that little like vial throw thing. But I have such a hard time like trying to like thread the needle and find the appropriate amount of time needed to actually do that attack in the first place. Shoot, why couldn't I jump? That was weird. I also really do just think that the Kirby lore is really interesting. Oh shoot, oh shoot, oh shoot. Oh! That was a little too close for comfort. I maybe shouldn't have done that. Oh shoot, oh! How did I dodge that? I feel like I very much landed on that shockwave. Let's go out, then in. Good, 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 good. So this one's gonna be close. Let's preemptively jump. Shoot, I went too far backwards. Okay, we kind of go with the grain against the grain. Jump, jump again. There. Ah, shoot. I still keep getting hit. That's my issue. I feel like I just can't seem to like get him. I like the challenges of, oh gosh, I really do like the challenges of the arenas, but I guess you guys already know why I like the challenges of the arenas. Even as a young little lass, there is something in my body that just desired a challenge and to be like, this game is unfair, it's BS, it's so cruel. Oh gosh. Jeez. That's progression though, right? Because I feel like he hasn't done that before. We don't talk about Ballad in Wonderworld. It's a shame that the game kind of came out the way it did. It looks so beautiful, and I feel like I would have really liked it had it not sucked. And of course, as a Sonic fan, I'm always interested in what like Yuji Naka is gonna get up to next. So when I heard he was making a new game, I was like, really? Oh my gosh! I love the Kirby lore so much because it's so out of left field. It's so unnecessary, but that's what makes it so great. Like, no one asked them to like, no one asked like HAL Labs or Nintendo to be like, give us the most like out of pocket, insane lore you've ever read for anything so adorable. But they did, and I appreciate the, what's the word? Not tenacity, but the willingness to do something like that. Okay, game. I feel like I am jumping and then I am not jumping at the same time. That doesn't really make sense, but it will eventually. All things will make sense in due time. Shoot, 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 dang it. Throw it, throw it! Oh my gosh. And in this, I feel like I keep missing my windows to attack, per se. See, it then disappears. What gives? Oh gosh. Come on with this. What? How am I supposed to... When do I find opportunities to attack him? I'm legitimately curious at this point. Oh gosh. That was a little too close for comfort. And then there is this attack. Give me one moment, chat. I will try and catch up in a moment. Oh my... I'm still dealing with things! We're doing better now. We're doing fine. Oh, come on. Wrong timing on my part. Kirby music is also kind of fire. I do agree. This guy is like a mosquito. He's annoying and it feels like he's sucking your blood. I've always been a video game masochist too, not gonna lie. The warning signs were always there since I was a little kid. Every day I'd wake up, especially on like summer and stuff like that. I'd wake up and I'd be like, oh, you know, maybe play a little bit of Animal Crossing, maybe a little bit of this here and there. That doesn't count, we're restarting. And then I'd be like, all right, and now to do my 38 attempts in the arena. But, gosh, I think I definitely did mention it in the first playthrough. In Kirby Superstar Ultra, I used to do the little sibling thing. So I always be like, oh, you know, this boss is too hard. Sister, could you beat this for me? My sister sister, could you please beat this for me? It's too hard. The game's too hard. And she would beat it for me, and I always be like, you know, thank you. And I try and take it from there and just struggle and die and restart and all the other kind of stuff. So it felt really weird because when I did that playthrough of Kirby Superstar Ultra, that was legitimately the first time that I not only played that not only did I play the game again for the first time in a very long time, but also like I didn't have my older sister to help me with those bosses, so I actually had to like properly learn the fights for once instead of just being like, could you fight him for me? Meta Knight's too hard. And then Galactonite was a really hard fight for me when I was a little kid, and to some degree he still is. I feel like it sounds really silly, but gosh, how do I explain it? For the people that don't know, there is a character in Kirby that's called Galactonite. He was sealed away many centuries ago for being far too powerful, and people fearing that power. That used to be one of the hardest fights, if not still amongst like the hardest fights in Kirby that you could do. And he's also dubbed the strongest warrior in the galaxy, so it's presumed that when you, the player, aka Kirby, beats Galactonite, you then become the strongest warrior in the galaxy. But because I never actually fought him up until this point, I always perceived my sister as being the strongest warrior in the galaxy since I couldn't beat him, but she always could. And it's something that I don't think I ever actually told my sister. I never actually like confessed to her that that's how I kind of like perceive her. I feel like she would get like super in her head and all that kind of stuff. She's a character. Gosh dang it. This is like 3 attacks happening at once. We're fine. Everything's fine. Gosh dang it. I thought I could like run away from it in time. Oh, come on. Oh, dang it. I wasn't paying attention to that shockwave. Since I beat Cuphead to 300%, I can't understand why you all love challenges so much. You're a gun god. Nuclear Throne reference. I never got around to beating Cuphead. I probably could beat the game, but I tend to only really beat hard games if I'm interested in the world or something. I'm both like someone who really loves world building, and I also really love just playing hard games. So a lot of times when I am playing like really story heavy games, I end up putting like, gosh dang it, I should not be making that mistake. Sometimes when I'm playing like really like story driven games, I put embargoes on myself to be like, for example, there was one game I was playing called Xenoblade. I love Xenoblade so much. It's one of those type of games where you do level up in due time, but you can also cash in bonus experience to level up a bit further. So in those games, I like to say like, oh, you know, if it can be helped, I'm never using my bonus EXP even once. I will only level up as the game levels me up. So if I can get away with being like level 10 all the way to the end of the game, then I try to, and I have. It's super satisfying. There are obviously some games where you just can't do that. Or at the very least, I wouldn't recommend doing it. Usually any game where someone else is also playing with you, I don't recommend like being like, oh, hey, sorry, I know we're trying to get this boss down, but I don't wear shirts, so my armor is always gonna be axed. Still gotta try Cuphead. Cuphead is really fun. It does have a story in it, but it's a very like short and sweet story to the point. You're not gonna get like the elaborate world of Cuphead and everything that world has to offer. But they will be like, hey, you know, the brothers, they done messed up, they done goofed, and now they're in this situation. And hey, you know, off to zany adventures where you beat up contractors and do something that I feel like a lot of people would actually do in real life if there are no laws in the world. Oh shoot, oh shoot, oh shoot. I almost totally botched that. Bye, Blueberry. Shoot. Ah, dang it. I saw that I messed that up and I just... Oh gosh. Oh. Almost messed it up twice. Gosh, dang it. I just can never... Oh my gosh. Am I doing something weird here? Nettie's sister is just a final end boss of Nettie's story. Your sister sounds amazing. By the way, you started playing Ghost of Tsushima yesterday. What the hell did you just say? You know, honestly, I don't even know what I just said. My relationship with my sister is a complicated one. We're not really on like talking terms anymore, to be completely honest. We've had a falling out, and that is a very complicated, lengthy, and depressing story that maybe will be saved for later. But I feel like at the end of the day, I do still very much care for my sister. I'm always thinking to myself, I'm like, you know, I think sibling things. I'm like, I hope she's doing well. I hope she's taking care of herself. I'll never tell her that to her face, but you know, I really do miss my sister and I care about her. And I always think fondly of a lot of our time together, and those games are definitely one of the big ones for me. Just like I remember how we used to play those games together. There was this one game called Professor Layton, and like the entire subsequent series that like not only just me and my sister, but my sister and my mother, we will all get in on that game together, and we will all just be there trying to solve puzzles and enjoying the story. And I think so fondly of like that game when I think of like my sister. I think so fondly of my family. It just reminds like DS games, especially like Kirby, especially like Professor Layton, it very much reminds me of a time where my sister and I used to be like thick as thieves and you could not separate us. We're literally polar opposites, but in that moment we were basically clones. If I had a clone, that's topical from the previous stream. Hi Autumn. It's not exactly like serious talk time, just kind of a story time. But most of my stories tend to be depressing, so it's kind of a serious talk. Darn it. Hi, little warm guy. Oh, little warm guy. Give me one moment. I gotta pause the thing. It's loading forever. No, don't talk to me. Okay, little worm guy, I did not forget about you. I will post it again right now somewhere. There we go. Copy. And here you go. Boop. There's the Discord. I didn't forget about you. Like I said, I do plan on rolling it out eventually. At some point, I'll make a community post and I'll be like, hey, there's a Discord server. Thank you so much to the people who made the Discord server. And then that community server will be there. And from ideally this point onwards, I will slowly but surely be updating all my descriptions to have the link to that Discord server. Granted, that link doesn't expire. Does that link expire? I have no clue. It expires in seven days. I can edit one. I can probably fix something up in the background later, probably like tomorrow or the day after, and make like an indefinite one. But regardless, I feel like credits where credits due. I'm not the one that made that server. This was a fan club server created by Blau, Straffer, a name. It was a group effort by a lot of people you see in chat right now. So I would say thank you. I would rather you thank them sooner than you thank me. They were the ones that initially put it together. They're the ones that actually made it a reality. I can't thank you guys enough. Anybody can join. Also, hi Victor. Hi. Oh gosh. Okay. Ice Bugflower. Hi. Sorry. I wow, that's I feel bad I didn't catch up to chat. Oh gosh. Everyone's allowed to be in the Discord. I don't have any like specific like rulings on the Discord just yet. If I'm honest, I'm not fully sure how to feel about the server. Gosh, let me rephrase that. That sounds really bad. I tried to make it very clear, and I still want to make it very clear. I'm not really the most like social person in the world, which I know sounds hypocritical for someone that's been like semi-consistently posting videos. But if you're going to the Discord server hoping to have a chat with me specifically, I tend to be very late to replies. I tend to be not very social. But it was really these like people in chat that really helped to make that a reality. Thanks for not stopping us, Nettie. Well, I'm not gonna stop you. I'm not gonna stop anybody. You guys are free to do whatever you want to do. Nettie, don't give me that much credit. I'm not giving you that much credit. It's divided evenly amongst all the chat members. That's what's happening right now. That explains the join dates. Yeah, I'm not the original creator. Okay, I'm playing Professor Layton game right now while listening to you. Oh, that's awesome! Which one is it? We need to get Nightbot set. Nightbot. Wow, I almost said Nightbutt. We need to get Nightbutt set up for the channel. Oh yeah, we probably should. Oh wow. Begin the fight in the pit. There's no dispute. There's no argument just yet. I mean, if you guys just want to have a good old honest master chess, by all means, go right ahead. Oh gosh, I say pause so long the song's in a new area that I haven't heard in a second. I am going to try my best. I honestly, I keep feeling like I both can and cannot get this guy down. It should be possible. I feel like it's definitely going to be possible. I just kind of need a moment to, wow, that was a really unfortunate position to be in. There we go. Can we rob a bank? No! At least don't tie my name to it. Shoot. Why did I do that? Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Ooh! And then jump. Jump again. Grab it. Throw it! Throw it! We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. I panicked for nothing. So now we can come back to the middle. And we can be safe from the children at the very least. Now we can head out. Jump! Watch out for this, because every time he launches himself up like that, he has a chance of stunning you. Gosh dang it, I keep missing my window on that attack. Ah! Shoot! Trying to make my way over to this one. Oh gosh. Oh, come on with this. Oh! Oh gosh. Oh! What? It blew up mid-throw to him! That's so unfair! Oh, Death Wish. Oh jeez, okay. Well, at least we survived that somewhat. And he made a new vial relatively soon-ish. This is... Ugh. You know what I mean? Ugh. I know that you may not be like a super big contributor to the creation of the Discord specifically, but it was... I did see you guys. I see you guys in my chat when you guys are coming up with little ideas and little plans and you're scheming. You're scheming in my chat. And I just want to give credit where credit's due because I wasn't really the one that really was like, hey, I'm gonna make a Discord server. If anything, I feel like maybe to my detriment, I was like, hey, you know, I'm not even sure if I want to make a Discord server because I'm not a very chatty person and I would feel really guilty like making a server only to not interact with anybody. It's like inviting someone to your house and then you just hide in your bedroom all day. It's different when your parents invite people over, but when you have to invite people over, you need to be there. What is this? What is this? Oh! Oh no. Oh no. Oh gosh. What? What? He has like no health. Oh my gosh. You see, my sister would have beat him on the first try just to mock me. She'd be like, it's not that hard. See, watch. Oh my gosh. No controller right now. What? I can't even be like satisfied. I feel like that fight was so short. What gives? Well, you know what? I said I was going to beat the Snatcher today and I did. So there's my quota fulfilled for today. We still have like more than an hour left to stream. What gives? Oh my gosh. I wasn't even, wow. I feel cool. I feel cool. I'm just here like, oh, I'm fighting my lawyer. Don't mind me. It's like such an effortless thing. I can beat you if I want to, but I just don't feel like it right now. Oh my gosh. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the party confetti horn thing. The question is not can we rob a bank, but should we rob a bank? And the answer is absolutely yes. Oh my gosh. F the bank, sink the yacht. You guys are full of crime. And I wouldn't have it any other way. Ice, get on the van and we're going on an international bank heist. So what I hear is that you guys need to get out your Steam playing GTA 5 a little bit. Am I a part of the bank robbery? You guys can do whatever you want. I'm not associated with this. Angel, just wait one thing at a time. It's mean as hell. The game was rude to Captain Nettie. Captain Nettie. I don't think I'd look good in a hat though. Oh gosh. You guys might shove each other into a pit, but you're good. Hi Pablo, welcome to the stream. You were here. It happened. You were here finally. Yeah, Blau, I just realized every time you're not here, I end up beating bosses. This is the first one that you're actually properly here for. You've become too powerful, Nettie. My shackles of always asking my sister to help me with every little issue I had in a fight is past me. Now I must do my own thing. I must come into my own straight or something. Crime is funny when it isn't happening to you. Violence is a question and the answer is yes. Call up Saul Goodman if you get caught. Oh gosh, guys. There are people playing Rain World. Of course we're doing crimes. If Nettie is a captain, we are the crew? I guess so. I guess that's a good way to put it. Who's cleaning the poop deck, boys? Whoever's in trouble for the day. That's the person that has to clean the poop deck. That or you guys can take turns. Out of curiosity, I unlocked something for beating Snatcher. Ooh, okay. Don't attack me. Only throw blue potions. I was under the impression that I could, like, I know I could attack him, but at some point you're only stuck throwing blue potions at him. That makes sense. Honestly, I was expecting worse things for Snatcher because it's Snatcher's fight, and he's being meta here by referring to himself in third person. Or rather, like, no, he's referring to himself in, wow, one of the perspectives. It doesn't feel impossible. Oh, that's adorable! I get a witch outfit. Okay, put that on. Hold on. Oh, look at me. Look at me, and I have a little Snatcher badge and everything. Oh, that's cute. Wait. Hold on. I haven't had it on in so very long. Where is it? There you go. My brewing hat. Or, no. Maybe this one matches more. Or maybe... Do I have a better matching witch hat? Put this one on for that one. But what we can do is we can go into here, that's no. These are none of the right buttons. There we go. Ta-da! Oh, and it matches! Oh, they knew. Oh, this is adorable. This is so cute. I just want to zoom in the camera a normal amount. I can take a nap until the end of my lunch break. I'm still here, chat, so behave. Hi Pipsker. You nodded. Okay, so it's not Pipsker, so it's gotta get boiled down. Just talk about crimes, don't commit crimes in chat. Can you be the crazy pirate gal with a patch and a scimitar? You can be whatever you wanna be. Last one to rob a bank cleans the poop deck. That don't attack me bonus is the bane of my existence. Grab scimitar. Is it scimitar or scimitar? I've asked this question before. I still don't know how to pronounce it. I'm pretty sure Shantae says scimitar, right? Shantae says scimitar, so I'm assuming it's scimitar. That's a fire outfit. I feel adorable. I feel very adorable right now. I feel like I could throw explosive vials at people and it'll be great. Too bad, Pablo. Start cleaning the poop deck. Do a witch laugh? Oh gosh. I keep thinking of the Minecraft witches. The ones that are like... How do I do this again? Not that. Up, down. There we go. No! There we go. No, dang it, I messed up again! Up, down, up, down. Up, down, up, down. Why is it so hard to do on controller? There we go. Look at her. Ah, this is so dang cute. As a witch / dark magic obsessed gal, I love this outfit. I am all for the dark magics as well. I mean, okay, not in real life. Disclaimer, Daddy does not actually know any dark and evil spells in real life. At least not yet. I don't know if I can do it tonight. It's like, it might be a little too loud, but I do have a confession to make. In my free time, when nobody is home, when like my roommate and everybody's gone, I do practice my villain laugh. I practice my most evil, most heinous laugh. No, it's Skittles. You think both? I thought it is pronounced with a Polish SZ. I'm not even know how to pronounce that in the first place. That is great. The silly laugh. Burn the heretic. Speaking of Minecraft witches, one just poisoned and killed all your cows. What happened? Dark magic is cool, even in real life. Nettie, the last level is one of the hardest things ever in a video game. In theology, you can learn how to summon both a guardian angel and demons and Satan himself. Yeah, we all have a tea party. Oh shoot, what is this? Seal the deal. Defeat your strongest foes. Good luck. You have 3 chances. Oh, it's gonna be one of those. That's so annoying. Oh, shoot. I didn't see what Stature said there. What did he say? Don't forget to take breaks. Not moving for long periods of times is bad for your health. Aw, that's surprisingly endearing. Nettie, are you secretly becoming the ultimate villain? I was always slightly evil to begin with. So I found a witch and I was like, oh cool, I haven't seen one of these spawn in a while. Witches spawn so rarely. I kind of wish there were a more frequent spawn. Guess what I learned to do? I'm scared. The whole Divine Army. Disney should hire her. Oh gosh. I do have great interest in voice acting at some point in my life. It's something that honestly, even recently, I was like dabbling, like not like dabbling, but like I was looking into it and I was like, how hard would it be to like start picking up voice acting gigs, especially when you don't really have a portfolio? I mean, I guess by technicality, my YouTube could be my demo reel. I could compile some silly voices and see what I can do. I know I can do a pretty, aside from like voice impressions, I know I can do a fairly decent like commercial voice for what it's worth. Hi, we here at Gears for Breakfast really care about our players. That is why we decided to make some of the hardest challenges that you could find in Death Wish. So, for a limited time only, for $19.99, you too could die repeatedly in Death Wish. And if you call now, you can get a second death for free. Just call 1-800-DON'T-CONTACT-US.com. Something like that. I don't know. I feel silly. That's another thing. That's another thing. Every time I do like voices, I always feel super silly afterwards. I get so embarrassed. I'm so used to like doing voices in secret, and I'm like I know the right thing to do is to start actually doing the voices out loud, actually getting to practice in on it. But then I get so flustered and embarrassed, and I'm like, oh gosh, I probably sound stupid. I just shut up forever. You got on a boat with it to stop it from despawning, and then it yeets a potion of instant damage. Potion of instant damage to your cows. Your poor cows. Me and my way to summon a demon and an angel to try and form a diplomatic pact over an Uno match. I will summon Lucifer to help me to do my whole homework. You also feel silly for doing voice stuff, but it's also fun. I actually learned how to do voice acting. That's really cool. I never really like took proper classes. The way I've always broke down doing voices per se, when it came to like me as a little kid doing it, I always like, I first tried to see if, at first off, oh my gosh, my brain's so scattered. I would first try and decipher whether or not I could even find it in my voice to do some of those sounds. Because despite being a little kid, I didn't have a very high pitch. So like for example, let's say you want to do Pikachu. Pikachu has a very distinct sound. Pikachu very much, you know, he sounds a certain way. There's a certain way to do Pikachu's call. So the first way I used to approach it, I would first see if I could just do like the like if you can do that and you can practice making that like little, especially that flip, that little like vocal crack that Pikachu does. Like if you can practice that, learn how to do that and repeatedly do that, then you can start adding the words to it and do Pikachu, Pika. And that's the way I've always like kind of like deciphered doing voices. Same with Kirby. Let's say like Kirby has like that one distinct like high sound that he used to do in Smash, right? The hi. Instead of saying hi, first go just hum it. See if you can even make the sound in the first place. Then see if you can incorporate the words later. That's how I've always like approached doing voice acting. I don't know if it's the right method. I never got like formal training. That's just the kind of way I learned how to like mimic voices. And then like just in general, like there are voices that I just pull off that I haven't like, okay, well how do I explain it? Like, I mean, at its core, most voices like that people make up are based off of something or someone. So like, there's this one character from a game called Paladins named Cassie who ended up getting a skin where she's like a really beachy valley girl and she has the most grating voice possible. and I loved it to death. So of course I had to learn how to do that. And that's where the whole like, oh my gosh, guys, welcome to the chat. It's so much fun. I have so much fun here with you guys, and we can talk all day and night, and it's so much fun. That's where that voice comes from. But it kind of like evolved over time to be like kind of like a mockery of like, I don't want to say mockery, that sounds harsh, but it's like me poking fun at like those like my dad is richer than your dad girls who really do have like that grating voice. You think I sound great? Thank you. I get the feeling though. I once tried to imitate a voice for a character in a video, tried for 2 seconds, got embarrassed, and never tried again. That happens every time I do a series. If you guys are wondering why I tend to like hold a voice for like whether it's Shantae or Potionomics or whatever the game is, and I try and do a voice for a character and I seem to like drop it, that's why. I get too embarrassed and I'm like, oh, I feel so embarrassed. I don't want to do it anymore. It was like 2 years ago and you haven't tried since. Try again. Try again. I'm not sure if doing dramatic readings of echo dialogue counts as voice acting, but I love doing it. You can raise your voice very high and you can make it very low. I'm not sure how, but like as a little kid, I just, despite being a child, I didn't have a high pitch. Okay, speaking of cringe things, well, it's not particularly cringe for me, but like I guess like the community around it can be considered cringe. But of all things that inspired me to learn how to raise my pitch, or even more specifically, sing in a higher pitch, it was My Little Pony. There was a song in that show called Destined aria, and in that song there was a high note that I could not hit for the life of me. So I made it my like life's purpose to learn how to hit that note. And then from there it just kept going and it kept going and it kept going. And now I can hit some decently high notes. Whoa! Are you okay? You went flying. It's super late at night right now, so I can't really like show you guys like how high pitched I can get, but I can get decently high in the frequencies in terms of like vocal range. Now, dropping my voice, I feel like it's definitely easier for me, but I'm definitely not hitting like any bassy notes. One of my greatest sins ever is playing Kirby. Is it a sin though? Is it? Voice acting is about sounding as much like an anime villain as you can while reading well-written stuff or really stupid memes. Exactly. Or doing the TikTok voice to make your friends laugh ridiculously hard. POV, you would not believe how quickly I beat the boss in a hat in time. It only took me 40 minutes. I never even used TikTok before. I don't have a TikTok account. Normally, I had a mildly deep voice, but before about a month and a half, I lost my voice. You think you know which note I meant from this day aria is so good? Oh, they said never playing Kirby. I can't read! You guys expect me to read things? You think I have a brain up here? You think I'm thinking? I hate the TikTok voice. POV, my chat members hate the TikTok voice. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh. All right, guys. What else should we do in terms of Death Wish? I like doing the TikTok goblin voice. That one I'm still trying to figure out. That one's patent pending. But when I figure it out, I'm going to be the most annoying person on the planet. Your impression is too good. What the F? I don't know why. Of all things, the TikTok voice is what I get good at. Ugh. And hi, I'm Barbie. TikTok's coming for us all. Do one attempt at Seal the Deal. Exactly one attempt. I'm gonna die right from the start. I'll do it with the 3 chances that they give me, because I'm pretty sure it's gonna lock me out anyways once I like beat Seal the Deal. Well, not once I die too many times, rather. My outfit! Why am I in a raincoat? What happened? Oh, hey, there's hearts in the corner. I didn't even notice that. It's not really important for this fight, though.
It is you.
I can do like a... What's it called? Like that? Like the darker, more evil voice. More like, you know, how do I explain it? I feel like it's mostly like me just like whispering. But like, I can drop my tone. I feel like I sound a lot more commanding this way. I can really like tell someone to make me a grilled cheese right now. I might not. Who knows? That's a really weird voice to do. But it's also kind of fun. It makes me feel strong. Is that weird?
You must be very lost, kid with the hat.
The one thing I struggle with a lot though is accents. I'm not very good at accents, and there is a fly on my screen. Hiya! Oh dear, I shouldn't have done that. Ugh. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, we smeared it off. I can imitate a bunch of Hollow Knight character voices. There's talking in Hollow Knight! I thought it was a silent game. Every time I think there's a silent game, I'm wrong. Oh! Siri. Siri's another voice that I like to joke around with. I used to get my mom mad because she would put on Siri for the GPS and stuff like that. And I'd be in the back seat like, in a quarter mile, turn left on West and 63rd. And she'd be like, stop it! You're gonna get us lost!
If you want it, we'll have to settle it in true mafia style.
I feel like that voice is very like, not motherly. How do I explain it? It's... Wait! I almost forgot this, right? I almost forgot. Cause then we can shoot. I didn't equip. It didn't. I put on treasure. Oh gosh, dang it! Oh my gosh, I'm adult. Let's put on the laser badge. Puts on treasure hunter. You know, if I'm being totally honest, I don't get why people like ASMR content. I know it's really prevalent. I know a lot of people really like the ASMR stuff, but I don't really care much for the content. I don't really care much for making it myself at any point. Oh shoot. Oh gosh. I instinctively know how to handle this guy. Don't worry. Oh gosh. There we go. I knew a couple of people that did kind of like dabble in that kind of, how do I say it, like field of war per se. I never particularly understood it, but you know, more power to them, I suppose. Hey, okay. Ooh, I thought I wasn't gonna be able to hit him. Oh, dang it. No! Oh, at least there's a heart here. I bet there's one that's like, don't take any damage, one hit hero, all that kind of stuff. We need Nettie Shaw. Who's Shaw? Hollow Knight has gibberish, but yeah, it's silent. Oh, okay, cool. I thought I was like, man, am I finally losing it? Everyone's gonna be like, oh, you know, the fully voice acted dialogue from Hollow Knight, you didn't know? It's like, no, because I never played the game. All of my knowledge on Hollow Knight is this one like hour-long video where people were like breaking down this hacker that got caught in like the speedrun community. And it was like a whole thing because he was like really reputable, and they're like, oh my gosh, he hacked this whole time, and it was like a big thing. Speaking of content I would like to do, speedrunning at some point. I feel like that'd be kind of fun. Maybe, I'm definitely not taking it seriously. I'm just like gonna put it up there like up front. Probably not gonna be like trying to set records because that is a time commitment that I just do not have. Shoot, I thought he was gonna do the thing. He did not do the thing. There we go. Oh, wow. Wow, that was clean. Man, we got good at fighting this guy. Silent games. Everyone said gibberish. Gibberish. BBH name, you don't really get why people like it. ASMR is cursed. Okay, there is one ASMR channel that I do enjoy, and it's like this one guy who like he does like ASMR of like your boyfriend gets in a car accident, and it's super stupid, and it always cracks me up. But I feel like that hardly counts as like proper ASMR. I can post it in the Discord. Hi there. Shaw is a noise a character makes. I think I get why some people like it. Yeah, I don't really enjoy it myself.
This last timepiece is
Snow
all
cotton
for
leaf.
you, darling. If you want it,
You gotta go eat, but you'll return.
I guess you
All right, I'll
just
see you in a
gotta
bit.
come and get it.
Nettie, what do you think of speedrunning? You personally really dislike it. Well, like I said, I probably would like... Oh gosh, I forgot that these guys start like straight away. Oh, I almost got both of them. Ooh, I'd like to try speedrunning at least once in my life, I want to say. I probably won't go for any records, but I find it interesting. I find it to be, of all things, really good to help me get to sleep. I tend to watch a lot of speedruns to like help me get sleep at night. So I might end up falling asleep if anything, but oh gosh, how do I get at it? I think it's cool. It's not something I think I personally would do. Personally, oh shoot, I almost forgot about the ice hat thing. Ice hat. Where is ice hat? Ice hat. There we go. Oh, there we go. Then we, you, yes. Then we go for you. Good. We are absolutely smashing it. At least so far. Shoot, I forgot about the cars. Ow! Your boyfriend sinks the ship. He probably has one like that. Like, unironically. Oh gosh, I'm not gonna be close enough to conductor for that. No. No, nor this one. Oh shoot. No. Ooh! Oh gosh, I remember we found out that going sideways is the way to be safe from all the disasters that are bound to happen. Oh no! Oh, this is such a nasty combo. Ah! Oh jeez! Whoa! We are going to space now. Okay. Well, oh darn it. Okay, that was a weird situation to be in. 2 bosses in 1 stream. Wouldn't it be more like 5 bosses technically with this kind of situation that we're in? Oh, what? At least it let me start here with the conductors. That's pretty nice of them. If not, if I'm being just really silly. Oh shoot. Oh gosh. We are just not... Alright, hold on. Why am I messing up the birds? I've slapped these birds really hard. I think it would just have to be like a very unserious speedrun if I ever did one. Like, don't actively expect like the most riveting, like, oh, she's making history with this one. Just a, hey, wouldn't it be cool if she actually picked up the pace for once? Just constantly getting distracted. Nah, it's the RPG ASMR. Your GF betting with you. Oh yeah, there was that one girl, she was like, ASMR, I beat you to death with my shoe. She just smacks the heck out of her camera, her mic. That was another really good ASMR. So perhaps maybe I do like ASMR, but it has to be very specific. Gosh dang it. I should probably use this ice hat, shouldn't I? Give me a heart. Give me a... Hey! Okay, got him. Meet him. Did not meet him in the middle. Woo! We're good. Oh, watch out for that. Get close to him so you can hit him. Then it's gonna be... Oh gosh. Jeez! Ah! There's so many everywhere. So many blades everywhere. Their attacks are different this time, right? I'm not being weird about this. Oh my gosh. We are not performing to the best of our abilities. Oh! I am not ready for that attack. Ow! What hit me? Whoa. Harsh. Gonna go chill. See you all later. Bye, Blau. Rain World speedrun is literally like 7 minutes. Well, from what I'm gathering, or at least rather what I'm suspecting, is that this Rain World functions similar to like what's it called, Breath of the Wild, where by all means, if you know how to do it and you have the skill set to do it, the ending's right there. So if you know what you're doing, you can just go straight to the ending. There we go. See what happens when I actually use my abilities? Okay, one for you, and then one for you. Nice, much better. Speedrunning is cool, but will never compare to the experience. I feel like because I am someone that loves to like do these kind of challenges so much, it just kind of makes sense in a sense for me. It's like, you know, once all the challenges are done, once all the possibilities have been achieved, what is the next step? And it's like, well, if you could play the game as perfectly as possible, I imagine that would be rather cool. Oh gosh, dang it. Oh, at least we can get him. Ow. The dang knife attack still gets me even now. I think he's gonna phase to the bombs now, right? Yes, I was right. Okay, so we can get you. Immediately jump. Woo! Okay, got him. I was not ready for... Woo! We're just gonna go for Grooves because he's like right there. You know, if the game was extra nice, you could achieve your bonuses whilst here. That'd be really cool. Oh gosh. Oh shoot, I forgot about this part. This sucks. Let's try and finish this quick. Let's try and finish this quick. We don't have a lot of hearts left anyways, so we're probably not winning this, but... Ew. Oh gosh. Conductor. Missed my chance on Grooves. Watch out. Jump. The birds are gonna be in the way, aren't they? No, we're fine, we're fine, we're fine. Where's the conductor? I don't see him. I lost the old man. Oh shoot, oh shoot, oh shoot. This is a train wreck. I cannot see at all. That's one. Okay, conductors. All that's left is the conductor. Ooh, walking the line. We're good. Do that. Yep. How does he still have so much health left? Oh shoot. Oh, that's right. I have a bomb strapped to me. I forgot. There we go. Woo! That means 2/3-ish bosses down. Bosses. Wow. That was one heck of a lisp. 8 hours experience shrinked into 12 minutes. That's what I find so like interesting when it comes to what's it called? That's what I find so interesting about like speedruns, because like for me, for many other people, you play these games and you clock in like maybe 8-hour playtime, something of the other, and then you actually like get to it. I feel like you actually see like these speed runs and they're like, oh, that game, yeah, it's easy. I beat it in the same time you would take to have a lunch break. And it's like, cool.
You are the bad guy, and I'll show you how this just
I have ASMR of you just playing It Steals. I don't really know if that's very sleep inducing though. I have bad news. Kobrastan is not a real country. Oh, that's horrible. Nettie, you should play It Steals again. Ideally when I'm not streaming at what is currently 4 a.m. my time. Yeah, maybe. Maybe someday we can find Kobrastan again. You can beat the game without meeting FP or LTTM. Oh. Yeah, that makes total sense. So yeah, it's kind of like it definitely functions similar to... Why did I keep forgetting the name? The Zelda game. Breath of the Wild. Because in Breath of the Wild, like, Ganon in the castle is like right there, and I've seen people just beeline for the castle, beat them up with this insane like series of attacks, and then like beat the game in like less than like an hour, even though Breath of the Wild has like I think like a multi-hour runtime, like 10 hours. Please, Nettie, play Papers, please. I am. It's currently ongoing. My entire family's dead, but you know what? I have that fighting spirit. Welcome back, Autumn. My brain decided to disconnect for the last 4 minutes, so sorry. Yeah, thank you, Autumn. You goober. I think it's cool when you see speedruns zoom through all the cool, interesting, hard places, but unfortunately Rain World just goes straight to the spoiler zone. I mean, yeah, that makes sense. There are definitely some games where the speedruns are definitely more interesting, like more interesting depending on how the speedruns are performed. I know she does play now. I can't drop what I'm doing right now to go play Papers, Please. I can't even have multiple save files. If I could at least have multiple save files on that game, then I would. I didn't know your family died in Papers, Please. It's all spoilers, I guess. It's fine. They'll get better eventually. They'll get over it. Oh gosh, did I really? Oh, hold on. I almost forgot. If we fight children, then what we do is scoot, and I can get my hat back on. And I think she's just normal mustache girl, right? Yeah, she's not nearly as fast. Oh, I almost forgot! Where's my... There he is. Okay, so we can do this. Shoot. We're gonna be okay. I can totally take care of Mustache Kid now. Never mind! Also, I just realized my health carried over, which makes total sense, but still annoying. Okay, we go ahead and phase. You guys ready? You guys ready? You guys ready? I might be a tryhard for this, honestly. I feel like Mustache Girl... I feel like I'm gonna die regardless, but Mustache Girl is very much like a doable, but I need to focus fight. We jump, we attack, then we jump. Do that again. Make a nice clean circle back to her. Missed by chance. Ooh, that was a little messy. Jump. Jump again. Oh, I got you down now. I know your systems. Oh shoot, oh shoot. Oh, woo. Okay, jump. One more time. Oh, dang it. This should do it, and then the Mafia Ball, right? Yeah, so 1, 2, 3. Hit her with that. Jump. Jump. Ball's gonna be there. Make a circle. Next ball's gonna be right here. Yep. 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 Oh, shoot. Oh, there we go. Next one's pretty far. No, we're in bubble phase now. Watch out for that. Wait for the apple. Snatcher should throw it now. Jump. Jump. Oh, gosh. Now's not a good time for this. Throw it. Ah, dig it. Did you just cry laugh emoji me? Aha. Wait, what? Oh, wait, because I lost like a full... Oh. Ah. Oh, that's painful. Okay. Okay. It was those dang birds. It was the dang birds. I wasn't being smart. Oh, whoops. I guess I hit the trigger to do the thing. Ooh, hey, money. As if I don't have enough. My sister just got home and scram. Everyone move away. I gotta pee. I didn't care if you ever played Ori, but just started today and OMG, this game is beautiful. I did buy the game for what it's worth. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. No, oh gosh. I think I mentioned this before, and if I haven't, I will mention it now again while I have everyone's attention. I have been seeing the comments. I have been seeing all the mentions of it. I do plan on playing Hollow Knight after I beat Rain World, or rather, after I beat Rain World's Survivor campaign. I do. Nettie, you said only one attempt. It's complicated, okay? Fine, we're going back to the hub because you said so. Whatever. Fine. It's not like I was having fun here or anything, or I had a really good attempt and I totally could have curb stomped him that time. Whatever. Wow, you didn't miss much. Lose Nettie, you cannot be winning like this. What does that mean? How dare you? You guys got me all over the place. What was I saying? Right. I have seen what you guys were saying. I do plan to play Hollow Knight eventually. I'm ideally waiting until the Rain World Survivor campaign is done. I do plan to do all the campaigns of Rain World, just not back to back to back to back. I've seen so many of you guys asking for Hollow Knight for a while, and for what it's worth, I do like to try and like space these kind of things out. I will continue with all the other versions, Monk, Hunter, if I can unlock it, all the Downpour DLCs. I do plan to do all of Rain World eventually, but just not in all one sitting. So once Rain World is done, Hollow Knight is going to be next. And after Hollow Knight, I honestly don't know. The reason I'm not picking up Hollow Knight right now is because a little bit of behind the scene, I guess, confession. I don't actually have that big of a window to record usually. So when it comes to more difficult games, like for example, for Rain World, it can either be the whole recording session or even exceed it. Like that last episode that came out super late, that was like 7 hours. I usually only really have like 2 hours to record, but that ended up becoming like a 7-hour offense. And it was a trip. So I try to pair it so that like there's a really hard game with a really easy game, so that I still have games that I can record. There's still footage that I can get for episodes at a later date, but I still have like the harder games that I also enjoy playing. That's why you often see like Cuphead and Kirby or Rain World and Super Princess Peach. I do that so that I still have a game that I can fall back on that won't be incredibly impossible to play, and also just games that I genuinely enjoy. Like I did enjoy playing Super Princess Peach. I do enjoy the Kirby series, and like I said, the DS games hold a very special place in my heart. Nettie, no, I lost my money. Look, I am very money driven. Okay, everyone play Hollow Knight. Hollow Nettie eventually. Yes, Hollow Nettie eventually. Are we now a ship crew? I guess so. Yes, Hollow Knight. I imagined a lot of you guys would be pretty excited to hear me say that. I usually try to make what game I'm going to play next a surprise. Like I like surprising you guys and be like, surprise, it's this game, yay! And we all cheer and we all have a fun time. But this one I wanted to acknowledge because like I don't want it to come off as like I'm just like yeah whatever, that hollow whatever game. Anyways, let's talk about this game. Like that's not my intention. I wanted to acknowledge like yes, I have been seeing it and I do plan to like acknowledge it. I don't know how to acknowledge it in a way that's like not weird. So this is me acknowledging it. I've seen your comments. I do want to play it. It's going to be the next game. I can't do 2 super hard games back to back. And from what I gather, Hollow Knight can get pretty rough. Should I give Nettie the captain's hat? I do have a captain's hat. Hold on. It's right here. There you go. There we go. Captain Nettie. Done. Are you going to play Rain World Downpour? Yes, but it's not going to be right after I finish Survivor campaign. So, similar to like Shantae, similar to Cuphead, similar to, honestly, a lot of games on this channel at this point, I have quite a queue lined up for myself at this very moment. But ideally, I'd like to revisit a lot of my past games that had like additional bonus content. Like, for example, there's Magic Mode and Risky's Revenge, there's Pirate Mode and Pirate's Curse, there's all the different versions in Half Genie Hero, there's Expert Mode difficulty, Chalice only in Cuphead. There's a lot of stuff I want to do, and Rain World Downpour is kind of in that same category for me. So I'm kind of treating, even though it may not be the base story per se, I'm treating the Survivor campaign as the base story of Rain World for the context of recording it. So once that campaign is done, I'll probably play Hollow Knight, and I'll probably play a couple other games, and then we'll come back to Rain World. I'm the only one who does not want Hollow Knight because reasons like the fact that I have mixed thoughts about it. I'd be going into that game super blind, so I really don't know. I really don't know if I could actually like provide you guys with like any like, oh, I'm gonna love this game, or oh, I'm gonna hate this game. My only like thought process is it's a game and it's gonna happen. I feel like Nettie would have a cape and a badge better. I do think capes are cool. If you do Hollow Knight, Rain World won't be played regularly. how do I answer this? So, I mean, like I said earlier, like, once the Survivor campaign is done, I'm probably, I don't want to say take a break from Rain World, but, like, for all intents and purposes, I'm going to treat the Survivor campaign as its own, like, close-knit section, and then I will come back and play the other versions. Like, I'll play the Downpour DLCs, I'll play the other campaigns, but I probably won't, I don't know if I'll give it, like, the full TLC that I've given Survivor. At least not yet, because I don't know what to expect with those other additions. I don't want to do Rain World back to back to back to back to back on the channel. I would like to, and I do want to do different and new things on the channel. I get kind of like worried when one series goes on for too long. I love Rain World. I have been loving Rain World, but I also do want to see different things. Why am I so sniffly? All of a sudden, like, every sinus problem at once. One moment. Sluggo controversial opinions. My most controversial opinion about Ringworld. That's a good question. Well, in slew of a certain recent episode, there are definitely some moments. There's not a lot. I feel like Ringworld is really good about having the game be difficult, but not because of, like, unfairness. But there have been a few moments. There have been a couple of moments where I'm like, hey, that's just flat out unfair. Like, having an enemy fall from, like, a screen over onto you and kill you instantly. Having an enemy attack you the moment you enter a new screen. The entire trip to getting that pink pearl. There are definitely some moments in Ringworld where I'm like, hey, there has to be a way that we can approach it at least a little bit differently. Some better way that we can approach, like, that kind of stuff. I get that, like, Ringworld, the whole thing about Ringworld is that it's supposed to be cruel and unfair because you're in a cruel and unfair position as the prey of all preys and you're just trying to survive, and that's the whole point. But there are definitely some moments where it's just like, all right, I feel it's less so like the story talking and just unfairness happening. Also, the Hollow Knight Godmaster DLC was a disappointment. I didn't even know there was DLC for Hollow Knight. I've only heard from a few friends about Hollow Knight, and it sounded like a pretty enjoyable game, even if Metrovanias are confusing to follow for me. Like I said, the only, like, content that I've consumed in terms of Hollow Knight was that one video about the cheater in the speedrunning community. So I hardly know much of anything when it comes to Hollow Knight. I didn't even know it had DLC until just now. Bye, Moon. Bye, name. The guy said your controversial opinions. Oh, gosh dang it. Never mind. I take everything I said back. All that talking I did a couple minutes ago, I didn't say it. What do I do now? There are so many things I could be doing. I could make another attempt. I'm gonna make another attempt, because the first two bosses are easy. I really like Godmaster lore, even if I'm not. You really like Godmaster lore, even if you're not very boss rushy. I only played it after it was all out already, though. Ringworld's camera system sucks. I wouldn't say it sucks, but it definitely, I feel like it could have been approached differently.
Action. It is
Your counterpoint is skill issue. But seriously, enemies can be protected by things like using the map or being patient looking for threats. Fair enough. Yes, fair enough. I mean, I guess now's a better time than any to say, like, hey, you know, going into a game blind, especially a game like Rain World, there's bound to be situations where I'm like, hey, this feels cruel, this feels unfair, this feels, you know, X, Y, and Z. And ultimately, yeah, it probably is just a skill issue. Maybe I just haven't figured out a correct way to approach the situation at hand. I do agree with you though that the Dragonfly guy is not always the most, like, transparent with, like, hey, there's a threat coming, you might want to watch out for that threat. you know, that thing that could attack you and kill you. Oh shoot, ah darn it. I probably should have taken damage there, but I should be fine, I think. Let's keep them coming. Let's keep them coming. There we go. And then we get up onto the ball. Excuse me? Or I can get stuck in the ball. Oh, what? Yeah, that's, speaking of things that feel unfair, clipping into the mafia ball and then being unable to get out unless you take damage. What is this? All right. Can I please get up? There we go. Without glitches? Okay. All right. Bye, Pip. RimWorld's camera is like the OG Resident Evil camera. It's unfair, but it's a huge and important aspect of the game. When you play RimWorld, you have to be very paranoid. True, but it's kind of uncool when a scavenger just snipes you off screen. Yeah, like Daddy, you have not really found a way to deal with lizards. I'm doing the best I can! No, really, like, I know there are definitely moments where you need to pick and choose your battles. There's definitely moments where you need to have a better escape route. I'm not very good at movement. There's a lot of things that I'm just not good at doing in that game. And I'll be honest about it. Like, I'm not exactly like a professional RimWorld player. I don't know if I ever will be. I don't know if I ever want to be. Nice going. Good night, Tom. Gosh, I'm not sure how I'm gonna deal with lizards, if I'm totally honest. Also, this was a load of baloney. I got stuck in a mafia ball. We're restarting. I imagine that dealing with lizards will come with time. There are definitely, like, each lizard has its own thing, and figuring out how to approach them and how to deal with them is definitely going to be like a trip and a half. It's all part of the learning curve. I'm expecting and I'm hoping. I honestly don't know. Scavengers can also be countered with the map and being mindful about walking in large open spaces very not carefully. There's always something to be worried about in RimWorld. There's always like some level of like paranoia, a level of worry, I want to say. If I did have to say something controversial about RimWorld, and I feel like it's less so the game itself but the community surrounding it, I often feel conflicted when people, oh gosh, how do I phrase this in like a way that does not gonna dig myself a hole. I feel like RimWorld suffers the same fate that Undertale suffered, in a sense of like, when you play that game, everyone's like, you need to go into this game blind, but also you need to play exactly like this. And it's like, listen, if you're watching someone play the game blindly, they're not gonna know how to do the right things. They're not gonna know how to go for the good ending or the genocide route or anything of the sort. And I can understand that you mean well by it. I understand that, like, in a lot of these cases, whether it's Undertale or RimWorld or Stardew Valley or whatever game it is, that people just want you to, what they really mean by it is that they want you to experience the best possible version of the game. And I completely understand that. I'm not gonna call you out. I'm not calling any specific person out. I'm just saying in general. Like I said, it's the community as a whole. I've seen it as like a collective. I've seen it in other fandoms. I've seen it in other communities. Even one of my favorite games, Xenoblade, it's a lot like that as well. Where people will be like, oh, you know, go into the games blind, but also do exactly this. And it's like, well, am I really going in blind if you're gonna tell me what I'm imagining is a good ending? I think it would be easy Overseer let you know everything. Nettie, they're the Mafia. Why are you expecting them to play fair? I mean, fair enough, yeah, but I didn't know they realized how to mess with the third dimension. Throw a rock and a spear at them in the stomach. It's a very... I do that! I attack lizards with rocks and spears, and I hit them with the rock and then the spear. And then sometimes I even stab them multiple times because I think they're still alive. RimWorld fans also tend to overshare with lore stuff. I try not to do that. I swear. I even avoid giving advice mostly. It's a conflicting feeling because there are definitely times where I'm like, no. Like, I don't want the answer, but I would appreciate like a nudge in the right direction. So like someone being like, hey, if you're lost in Shoreline, have you tried the top right section? That doesn't bother me too much because I'm stuck in Shoreline and I have no idea how to get out. But I do have a bone to pick with people who are like, you should be doing this. Why aren't you here? Why are you over here? And it's like, because I don't know where the hell I'm going. How are you gonna get mad at me for being lost in a game I've never freaking played before? And I feel really bad saying that because it's like, you know, again, like the YouTube thing is like, I shouldn't be mad at the people commenting on my videos. Like I should be grateful. And I am grateful for the comments. I am grateful for every comment I read. But I also feel kind of like, hey, you know, you as the commenter, don't get upset when I do a stupid thing in a game that I know nothing about. Because I don't know what I'm doing. I'm only just now figuring out how to kill lizards. I only just now made friends with scavengers. I only just now figured out the pearl stuff. I only just now figured out a lot of things. So like, but like, isn't that the beauty of like seeing someone play a game blind? It's seeing them come to that conclusion on their own. Seeing them figure out like, oh, that's how you kill a lizard. Oh, that's what you use to avoid the spiders. That's how you take care of this. This is how you do that. Like, is that not what the epitome of like blind playthroughs are? And like I said, this is not something exclusive to Rain World. I've seen this in Undertale. I've seen this in Xenoblade. I even seen it in games like Stardew Valley, where people will be like, no, you can enjoy this game however you want, but you really should be playing it a specific way. You really should be playing Stardew Valley by referring to the wiki and min-maxing and only having the ancient fruit by year 2. And you should have talked to everybody. And you need to friend these people in this order at this time. And it's like, listen, when I play Stardew Valley, I just want to chill. I'm not here to min-max. When I play chill games, it's because I want to be chill. I'm not here to figure out the extrinsic rights and wrongs of every little game. You see this everywhere. You do see this everywhere. I think the best way to go into those kind of situations is first let the person experience the game or any media on their own. Then you can share with them all the cool stuff. That goes beyond just games, like series, comics, etc. Are you okay with basic level creature analysis advice? I am and I'm not. If it spoils a lot, then if it spoils a lot or just kind of like flats out reveals how I should be dealing with those creatures, then I get kind of upset. But now I don't want to say upset. Again, like I said, I feel like I'm digging myself a hole with this, but I value myself. I value my transparency with you guys. I don't want to be that kind of person that's like, it's great, and then it's not great. Oh gosh. Now that I'm in ranty mode. Why do I rant in every single stream? I want to go one stream without getting pissed off and ranting about something. I don't mind people telling me like, hey, you met the knife birds. They're actually called the Miro's bird. I don't mind people saying that because it's like, oh, cool. I would have never thought their names were Miros. Okay? I never would have expected that. I don't mind people being like, oh, hey, by the way, the goblin wasn't doing this because of this reason. They did it because he actually did this motion by accident. I don't mind people being like, hey, you know, the goblin was actually motioning for you to say that you can pass. But it's like, even in those situations, it's like, hey, I figured it out in that episode. I figured out what I needed to do. And that's the important part, right? Not how fast I figured it out, but the fact that I did figure it out eventually. The fandom is relatively good, actually, but yeah, some parts are not very nice. There's always the bad eggs in every fandom. I'm sure you hear that with every fandom. There are definitely like louder minorities than others, and depending on the fandoms. But something I've noticed a lot with the Rain World series is, despite how much people really enjoy it, there's a lot of people that tend to kind of like grapple with like, how much should they reveal to me? And it's hard for me to say how much should be revealed to me because I don't know what there is to be revealed. Like, okay, there's no brainers. Don't tell me the lore. Don't just tell me like what every single thing does in the game. Don't tell me how to play the game. Don't tell me where to go. But if you want to give me advice, like if you want to be like, hey, by the way, now that you're in the pearl hunting phase, this is a good time to use your passages because I mentioned in an episode that I don't know when to use my passages, that's fine. Because I wouldn't have thought to do that. I wouldn't have thought to check in remix. I wouldn't have thought to use my passages because I get nervous with consumable items and I'm like, I want to hoard these things forever. A lot of communities overshare lore about the games they love. I know it comes from a good place. I know for a lot of people, it comes from a place of like, they want you to experience the game the best way possible. They want you to admire the lore and the beauty of everything in the game. But I feel like a lot of that comes from the fact that they're experiencing it with their own eyes, not being like dragged through an aquarium like on a school trip, being like, look at that thing over there. That's a green lizard. They have a lot of health. And I'm like, okay. I love our sleepy time Stardew escapades. I love them too. You try to be more like a narrator. Ranting can be fun sometimes. Chatting is fun. I like it too. I just also feel bad because it's like I'm not really like playing the game much. I like put the controller down and everything. Doing the walk and talk is hard, especially with some of these boss fights. It isn't a Nettie stream without ranting. Apparently so. I don't know if I want that to be my defining trait or not. Nettie goes on frequent ranting tirades, like a lot. Vultures are pretty cool looking, if not super annoying whenever they show up. They're very annoying, but very cool looking. I'll say that much. As somebody whose two biggest fandoms have always have pretty mixed reputations on the internet, yeah, it's true. You want to talk about mixed reputations? I'm a Sonic fan. I'm a Sonic fan. And you know who else I get to share that proud crown of Sonic fan with? Chris Chan. Not exactly my proudest statement. And by God, am I not associated with that guy? Oh my God. But if you want to talk about like fandoms with a bad reputation, look at the Sonic fandom. Look at it. I am proud to say though, never got into Voltron. So at least I dodged that bullet. But I've been a part of like the Steven Universe community. I've been a part of like, I'm trying to like think of other like notoriously like not positively received communities. I mean, there's, like I said, there's Undertale. Hi, Perpetually Tired. Fun fact, Nettie. Mira's birds are inspired by the artist John Miro. Yeah, that's super cool. Like that kind of stuff, I don't mind that at all. Give me all the fun facts in the world, so long as they're not lore relevant fun facts. Eeked Chris Chan jump scare, Q Vine boom. Ugh. Oh gosh, yeah. Oh my, how did I forget? I played Overwatch for like 3 years straight. I forgot about the Overwatch community. Oh. Wow. Oh, what's that one game I used to play religiously every single day for hours at a time? Something with shooting in it? Beats me. Oh yeah, My Little Pony. I mean, like I said, this day Aria was a catalyst for why I learned how to expand my vocal range in the first place. My Little Pony, Undertale, like, oh my gosh, Steven Universe, Overwatch, all these horrible fandoms I was a part of. So I've seen the fires with my very own eyes. I've seen the fights. I've seen the brawls. I've seen the pointless stuff. I was in the same fandom as XQC. I'm still in the same fandom as Chris Chan. Not my proudest moment, okay? Hi, Blowy. We're talking about my guilt and shame of being in cringy fandoms and how do I explain it? Like, sometimes there's just weird people in every fandom, no matter what. I wanted to get into Homestuck for a long time, but I hear the community is horrible. I had a friend. I had a friend who I knew was watching, reading, something along the lines. She was consuming Homestuck content. And there was one day where I walked in on her, and she was bawling her eyes out. I don't know where she was in the story, but she turns to me with tears in her eyes and she says, never get into Homestuck. And I never got into Homestuck because of that. I was like, you know what? I don't know what she's going through, but I'm going to treat that like a law. I'm just never gonna get into Homestuck. Bye, Victor. Thank you for stopping by. I'm happy to see you here. Sonic community has a lot of bad eggs. It really does. I feel like the Sonic community specifically has a lot of bad reputation with being like, you know, it's full of kids, it's full of weird people, cringy stuff. There's not a lot of like good stuff coming out of it, which makes me really sad. I'm not really here for like the fandom of Sonic, if I'm being totally honest. Maybe when I was younger I was, but now I focus mostly on like the games and just like, I guess like the comics and stuff. It's pretty mixed like any other fandom, yet it does have a lot of discourses. Either for characters or plot reasons, still really worth it, I'd say. At least we're not Voltron. Apparently Voltron has like a death count, so at least it's that. I've watched Voltron, Steven Universe, and even liked them a lot, and I know the fandom such firsthand. Oh yeah, especially Steven Universe. I feel like, you know what I think it is? The sweeter the game is, like the more endearing, the more cute the game is, the more violent the fandom's going to be. There's something about like this cutesy ukulele singing fandom that also is like, if you even so much as not headcanon Peridot as autistic, I will obliterate you on sight. Reading, watching, playing, listening, suffering, any of those verbs are fitting for the things Nettie. Don't worry. Okay, cool. Because I know that like Homestuck was like a Flash thing on, I think it had its own website, but and I remember there being animations and stuff like that, but I also remember there being like long stretches of text. So I'm not really sure where it stood. Glad to not be a Homestuck fan. I'm also regretting how much I've explained in the Rain World series comments. Like I said, I'm not mad at any one person in particular. I'm not sitting here being like, not to point fingers at anybody, Autumn. It's more like from a place of like, oh, I've seen this kind of behavior before. I don't know. It's a learning lesson for me. I'm learning, I'm wondering, and I probably will have to crack down and be like, hey guys, cool it with the comments. Cool it with the, I understand you guys are excited for me to meet these characters. I understand you guys are excited for me to see these things and do these stuff. But let me see these things on my own. Let me do this stuff on my own. But at the same time, like I said, like even I feel like I'm like, hey, sometimes I really am I'm just lost. I don't know what to do. I'm stuck in a situation and I don't know what to do. And to be completely honest, I don't know if my heart can handle a lot of that recent episode, especially if the subsequent episodes are going to be a lot of suffering for several hours and then even more hours, like multiple days being spent editing. I'm not made of time. I don't have a lot of time to get stuff done. I don't want answers, but I definitely appreciate like I said, I appreciate nudges in the right direction. And I feel like for the most part, like no one has really crossed that boundary. There's been a few rare instances where people have just been like, hey, this is spoilers, and here's the spoiler, and I'm like, well, I'm not gonna read your comment then. Why would I just spoil myself? That's weird. But for the most part, I would say a large majority of the people that speak in my comments, it's hard for me to decide for myself how much they're revealing, but I feel like I very seldom feel like there's been people who are like, you need to go this way, and you need to do this, and also meet this person, and grab this. But like, for example, another good example, I did not know those little like blue popcorn things were food. And I probably would not ever have known that they were food if someone didn't point out, hey, have you tried putting that thing in the water? Like, it's moments like that where I'm like, dude, I never would have figured that out on my own. Like, I'm being totally honest. My brain is too small and too smooth to figure that out. I would have sat there starving in so many places had I not known that food was surrounding me everywhere. Well, the official page is pretty much broken in many ways, so the best way to get into it, if you want, is the unofficial collected. You generally recommend that you never check the wiki because it's very bad at hiding spoilers. I haven't really been to the wiki much. I think like the extent of like my searching up Brain World was when I was first initially told about RainWorld. I looked it up on Steam and I looked it up on Google and I was like, does this game exist? Is it highly inappropriate? Can you stream it? Or like, can you record it for YouTube? And those are the only things I looked up and I was like, all right, we'll move on from there. You've been getting into Bluey a lot recently, and while a huge part of the fandom is neat, there's others that's just no. Exactly! The Bluey fandom! Wow. The Bluey fandom. One of the most wholesome TV shows to come out in like the recent decade, I would argue. And that community is violent! But then you look at like, for example, like you switch over to like Resident Evil or some horror game, and then they're just like, hey, what's up? Everyone wants knitted sweaters? Okay, but Peridot is totally autistic. She's so me-coded. I'm pretty sure, did Rebecca, it was either Rebecca or Ian. I think somebody more or less confirmed it. Maybe even her VA. I'm honestly not sure, but I've seen so many like fights online about it where people are like, you're not coding her correctly. And then they will go back and forth and they'll be like, oh, it's never confirmed in the show, but it's confirmed by the people. So is it confirmed in that sense? And it was a fight where I was like, you know what? I have no part in this. I'm gonna go in the other room. Bye. Sorry, just had to get that out of my system. I mean, 'tis the season to rant apparently because I've been yelling for about 30 minutes now. You might suffer a lot if you try to get all the pearls as Survivor. Nettie is almost at 300 subs. We're getting big so fast. Gosh. Yeah, I won't lie, guys. That's another one of those things that like I always feel kind of conflicted on. I kind of mentioned it before in the previous stream, but for those of you who weren't there, there's definitely like that feeling of like, do I do what's right for the channel or do I do what's right for me? Like, if I'm honest, it's like I know that a lot of people have been asking for Hollow Knight. I know that in terms of like, at least from what I've studied and what I've been looking into, that if I play Hollow Knight straight away, it will do well for the channel. People will come in, there will be views, there will be subscribers, but I will be so stressed behind the scenes. I will be so tired, more so than I already am tired. I have my job I do, and then I come home and I do this too. And then I still gotta be an adult on top of that, taking care of taxes, doing chores, all that other kind of stuff. So like, while I know that there's definitely a formula to be said. There's no real way to like quote unquote solve YouTube. But there are definitely certain steps that it could be taking that could put me in a more fortuitous position. I could do that one voice that everyone likes so much, the really deep, sultry one, this one that everyone seems to like so much. I could ham this up, do it in every single video, play only the games you want to see, and I know that this would do well for me. I know that if I played into these strengths that I could be prosperous. But I don't want that. I don't want that. I don't want the subscribers. I don't want the views. I don't want the popularity in general. I don't want any of that. If it means that I'm just suffering in the background. If it means that I'm not happy with the channel. If it means that this just becomes another job on top of my job. I play games. I do things on this channel that make me laugh and have fun. And probably piss me off a little bit, but I'm still having fun. The Ada video. Ada. Gosh. Water poppies, that's what they're called. I always just call them blue corns because they pop in the water, so I was like, oh, it's a blue popcorn. I try to only recommend things in the comments, like you could go west, but you could also go talk to Emily. Yeah, that kind of stuff, like, I don't mind. Because I was thinking about that as well. When that video came out initially, when I guess I learned how to speak French, per se, to kind of use code words, like, I had figured, I was like, hey, you know, now that I think about it, I could talk to Emily now, right? But do I really want to go all the way back? And then next thing you know, every comment's like, Emily! Emily! Don't forget our girl! And I was like, okay, shit. I'll go back and go talk to Emily. Nettie, you work so hard. I like to keep myself busy. I like the normal Nettie more.
You like this Nettie? The little gremlin Nettie? The one that's always screaming about something?
Thank God you aren't doing that voice all the time. It's funny in the moment, but I also feel like look, you know, right? If you know, then you know. If you know, then you know. And I'd rather not play into like that side of things. I'd rather not play into that side of the internet. I know that there are a lot of people that like to play into that. They like to play into that aspect of them. They like to ham it up. They like to, how do I say this nicely? This is a stream where I dig myself a hole. There are definitely some people that like to play into like that more adult side of things and skirt the line of what may or may not be allowed on different sites, let's say. And that's not something I preferably like to do. I know that, like, to some degree, it's like, hey, I'm girl on the internet. It's unavoidable. It's unavoidable. It doesn't matter whether or not I tell you guys, like, oh, hey, you know, like, I have my own thing. We are never going to be that kind of stuff. Be rude, Nettie. We want your true opinion. Okay, well, don't say. I mean, sure, but oh gosh, I feel like I don't know. I keep feeling like I'm like, oh, I can feel this like feeling of like you're screwing yourself over, Nettie. We fight over it in the pit. Oh gosh. Okay. The best way I could put it, I can just say it bluntly, honestly. There are definitely some people that very. Okay, well, that's one way to put it. There are definitely some people that really like to play into that very, like, sexual side of things with, like, their mannerisms, what they play, what they joke about, what they do. And while I'm not afraid to make adult jokes, and I'm not afraid to swear or anything like that, it's not something that I want associated with me, because from what I've experienced, from what I've seen, from being on the internet as long as I've had, from being girl on the internet in many ways, whether it's shooter games, RP servers, you name it, is that while it definitely is unavoidable to a certain degree, there's always going to be like that one person that's like, maybe I have a chance with her. This person I've never met and I only really know her through her videos. Maybe I have a chance. And it's like, not really. Not really. I don't mean to come off as mean, but it's like, that's not the kind of person I want to be. And I know that, like, and I've seen it before where like that kind of like mindset, that kind of approach to doing things online, it invites a lot of people that get that kind of mindset in their heads, and that's not the kind of crowd I want to foster. That's not the kind of people that I want on this YouTube channel. That's not the kind of people that I want subscribing to me. I don't want people subscribing to me because they think, wow, she's so hot and she really gets me going. Don't do that. That's so gross. Oh gosh, I'm just a random person on the internet. There is a different site for that. There's a different site for that. That's the kind of stuff you want to get off to. I can't say it because YouTube, but if you know, you know. And that's not the kind of thing I want to do. So while yes, I'm not afraid to do the little like sexy voice thing. I'm not afraid to make sexual jokes. I'm not afraid to swear. It's more that I don't want to be associated with that kind of stuff. girl, wooga. Humana. It's true though. For any other fellow women on the internet, I can promise you, they all have a story where they're like, hi, and everyone's like, oh, you're a girl. Are you single? And it's like, ugh. Just ugh. Gremlin Nettie. Moon Sims are annoying, but I'm one of them. No, I love her. Don't get me wrong, I love Emily. She's so cute. But I found it so funny because I was like, guys, I came to that conclusion myself. I don't need 13 people yelling at me. I was going to say it in the next episode. Just be a little patient. I'm not upset. I'm just more like, holy hell, guys, relax. We're gonna go talk to Emily. Relax. What are we talking about? What happened to Hat game? I have no idea what was said in the past 3 minutes. You were the one that told me to only fight the boss once, and now we're ranting about things. This is your fault. You spaced out again for a second. What happened? I do not envy. Perhaps we need some medical assistance. Dear woman, I'm sorry about them. What was the thing? I was like, I'm sorry, women. I mean, okay, look, it's not like there's a lot of creepy girls on the internet too. I'm not saying that it's purely a feminine issue. It goes both ways. There are creepy guys, there are creepy girls, there are just creepy people on the internet in general. Life is just like that. Life is just like that. It's unfortunate. It's... Can we go back to Hat Simulator? Yeah, of course, we can go back to Hat Simulator. I could probably only make one more attempt though, because I am looking at the timer now and I'm like, ooh, it's almost 2 o'clock. We almost ranted for a full hour. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to like get so into that rant. The long story short of it is that I realize now that I went on a massive tangent, but what I'm trying to get at with all of this is that, well, yes, I'm excited to grow the channel, and of course, like, I'd be a huge liar if I said, hey, I don't want the channel to succeed. I don't want to maybe someday make this a full-time job. I want to be able to quit my day job and just do videos all day. Is that not the dream that everyone shares? But I also understand that, like, the method that I'm taking is probably not the most efficient. I also understand that, like, there are certain things that I should and could be doing. There are things that I plan to do, but there's no guarantee that they will help me. If anything, I worry a lot that they may be at a detriment to me. There's plans I have, art projects and other silly things that I'd love to do for the channel, but who knows if it'll do well for me. But I want to prioritize having fun more so than anything else. And there's no point in having fun on this channel if I hate every second of everything I do, everything I make. So while I am happy that the channel is growing, gosh, how do I explain this? I feel like I'm just digging myself a massive hole. I don't want people here because of one specific thing. I want people who are here because of me, not because like I'm appealing to them in the wrong ways. Gosh, I don't know. It's also confusing. I want the right people on my channel. That's what I want. That's what I'm trying to get at. Gosh dang it, this Mafia Ball is never working. It never works. At least I can get some health back. Oh gosh. I definitely could be doing better, but you know what? Whatever. Mafia Ball. Really silly sometimes. Mega Charge. So far, so good. I think after this one, he should be down. You want them here because they support you, not just because you play certain games. Yeah, there you go. That's the description I was looking for. It happened again! What? Oh, this is so... Oh. Alright. Not a part of the internet I like to focus on. Neither do I. Watch your step when you... Watch your step when you're on the bridge that is the internet. Hat Simulator, oh heck yeah. I love sitting over people's heads to cover them from the sun. It's cool though, the ranting's not a problem. IMO. I want to be a part of this conversation, but I'm struggling with thinking now. It's a complicated topic. Trust me. I'm also struggling to find the right words myself. I think it's arguably a little bit easier for me because I have had experience. I have been on the receiving end of one too many people who are just like, hey, you're a girl on the internet. Do you want to do things? And I'm like, no. But again, like I said, I feel like there's seldom any girl on internet that hasn't had that experience where there's been one too many creepy guys, one too many advancements, one too many people that come to you for the wrong reasons because maybe you made one sexual joke on the internet. Maybe you made one like you make one adult joke on Discord and everyone's like, oh, she's available then. It's like, no, it just means that I think this joke is funny. It's not that I want to be defined by a singular joke I make or a singular voice that I make. It's always a rough thing. And I definitely think, especially for me, it's easier for me to like talk about it compared to like the position that you're in. The position that you, not only as a viewer, but also as like what I'm presuming is like also like, you know, like not like a fellow, how do I explain it? Someone on the opposite end of it. I don't think, and hope that you're not the kind of person to do that, but just it's a tough pill to swallow on both sides, because like I said before, there's definitely many benefits to doing it. I understand that my little long-winded dream of like, hey, you know, making this like a real thing that I can make money off of and also having fun at the same time is not, I don't know, it's so complicated, and it's really hard to talk about it when you're trying to fight birds. Good heavens, the razor blades everywhere. I'm stuck again! Help! What the? Why am I clipping into everything? You're tired, you cannot properly describe what you're thinking now. Don't worry about it. Like I said, this is probably like, once this ends, whether it ends well or not well, I'm probably going to wrap up the stream for the night, so we can digest this conversation and maybe reapproach this later. I don't know. I'm wondering if maybe we should just leave this. We should bury the hatchet on this conversation myself. I'm not fully sure on how I'm standing in this situation myself. How to hit them both at the same time. Like, do I say something that I think, or do I shut up in case someone misunderstands it? Like I said, like, I'd rather you say it. I'd rather you get it out of your system. They're not for nothing. I do have a mod, and if it is too far, I will clarify it. Wow, that was horrible. I will say, like, hey, I think that's a little too far. I think that's inappropriate. But for what it's worth, like I said, I probably dug myself a massive hole. I wouldn't be surprised if, like, years down the line, if and or when, like, this whole YouTube thing does well for me. Holy hell. Holy, wow. Well, that's the end of that, I guess. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if this gets used as, like, blackmail at some point in the future. So, at this point, you know what? Like, so long as it's within YouTube's TOS, feel free to say it. She's kind of preoccupied, but I'm here. Alright, let's, I'll finish this conversation, but I do probably need to finish wrapping up stream. It's getting late early. I'm here because my friend saw you playing Rainworld, but then I was like, huh, this small YouTuber is pretty entertaining. That's the kind of people I want. That's the kind of people I'm hoping for. I think I mentioned it a couple times before, but that's kind of why I feel weird doing the YouTube thing, and why I keep making jabs at doing the YouTube thing, is because to me, I don't like to ask for it. I don't like asking for things. And to me, it feels like I'm begging. And I don't want to beg for it. I don't want to beg for subscribers. I don't want to beg you guys to like the like button and hit subscribe and all that kind of stuff. Because ultimately, it is my duty, I make it sound so formal, it is my job as a YouTube person who is trying to make something of it, like, to some degree, whether it's just for fun or also for financial gain or a little bit of both. It is my job to be entertaining. I hardly believe that there are probably very few people left who do not know how YouTube works. Like, they legitimately do not know, like, oh, how do I keep in track with this YouTuber? How do I know when they're gonna upload next? You know how. And for what it's worth, every other YouTuber says it anyway, so, like, you know. I feel weird asking about it because it feels like I'm pleading. I'm like, please like me, please subscribe, please like my video. I'm like, if I have to ask you guys, then I'm not doing a good enough job. I'm not making you laugh enough. I'm not letting you guys have enough of a relaxing time, enough of a fun time. I need to perform better. It's a skill issue. It's literally a skill issue in my eyes. I have nothing against people who do that. I have nothing against people who, like, do the YouTube outros and do the whole, like, I have a Patreon and subscribe and like to this and all this, and this video is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. Like, I don't have anything against people who do that, but to me, it just feels so, ugh, That's the only way I can describe it. Also, before I forget, the stream is still on, I think. We're going to... Here's what we're going to do. We're going to go to desktop real quick. I should be still here, right? The stream should still be going. I hope I didn't like randomly accidentally close out my stream. That would be really funny. So I think most of us just saw a cool game here being played and thought she is entertaining. You want to do things. Well, I want to do dark magic sacrifices rituals if that counts. It does count. Look at him. Also, wow, Ringworld is super loud. Holy cow. Well, it's loud in my ear. Here we go. We'll boot that down for you guys. Is that an acceptable volume? Is that good? That's not too loud for you guys, is it? Because that was kind of deafening in my ears. We're all the same in difference, so I do not understand why someone wants to be with you because you are a woman or a YouTuber. That is something that honestly I wonder about as well. In a lot of situations, even in this situation, I know that by all means there's the whole ooga booga parasocial relationship, but like the way I see it is that I'm just someone that happens to I'm just somebody who happens to be making videos on the internet, and we had a common interest. That's the way I see it. There's nothing really more or less to it. There's nothing really flashy to it. I'm not some higher being. I'm not above everybody else. I'm the same as you guys behind the scenes. I'm the exact same as you guys. I go to work. I eat leftovers. I oversleep. There's nothing really exciting to see here. But there are definitely some people that, whether or not you're in a position of power, they see you as available, and then they will see you as possible in their eyes, and they will do whatever they can to make that a reality. Nettie, remember to show us Rainbow if you activate more Slugcats DLC. Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. I'm still trying to catch up on on chat. Oh gosh, I think I lost my spot. I hate asking for things too. I always feel like garbage. And it feels really weird. Can we form a religion around the button? I mean, I guess it's theoretically possible. But you get it. I feel awkward. All YouTubers are trying to get you to smash it. Raid Shade Rattle Legends. Slap it like you're in a pit fight. You're still live. Okay, thank goodness. Cause I feel like such a fish brain. I didn't know if I stop the game, it stops the stream. Go to the remix menu and show us it. Okay, remix menu. So where from here? Why did you scream like that? My ears. I'm sorry. No, my audio should be the same, right? That's a good volume. Higher beings, these words are for you alone. Moon Man, she does not know it's a reference. Enable more Slugcats expansion. Oh. Oh! Alright, guys. I may be a little bit on the stupid side. Just a slight confession to make here. Yeah. Just a little bit of an idiot. Yeah, you glorp it. that was simple. All right, we got more dogs. Everything's fine now, right? I can. So would it just be here then? Would it just be? Where do I if I do wish to see more slugs in the future, where would I obtain? Where would I chain the cute ones? It didn't stay. Oh, I forgot to. I forgot to apply it. All right, all right. You did not apply mods. POV, the streamer's kind of an idiot. Is now a great time to mention that I actually never have played a game with mods before, like, period. I've never played modded Minecraft, modded Stardew Valley, modded anything. I've never modded a single game in my life. Head on, apply directly to the forehead. Head on, apply directly to the forehead. Head on, apply directly to the forehead. I messed up. Live dog reaction. They disappear in campaign menu. Alright. So, now it should work, right? Yes! The big boy? I'm not sure what Artificer does. It's him! Rivulet Rain Whirl! Clear the game as Gorman, Artificer, or Hunter to unlock. Oh, that's a requirement. Spearmaster, also requirement. The Saint. Why is Saint so badass looking? Whoa! Everyone else is like, huh, cool pose, and Saint's like, I am above you. And then the monk. And then this guy. This little jerk. The only game with mods you played is Celeste and recently GD, since apparently it has a lot of mods now. The Arsonist, Cocaine Cat, him. Wait, hold on. Which one's the Arsonist? Arsonist, Cocaine Cat, and him. I have no mouth and I must scream. Saint T poses for dominance. He really does. He really does. Saint looks like that because of spoiler reasons. Oh dear. Okay. Oh, get away from it. Ah! But yeah. Lizard. No one spoils Saint. Say nothing. No one say anything. Matter of fact, the stream ends here. We did the things we were supposed to do. We fulfilled our quotas. We beat up our lawyer. We actually turned on Rain World DLC. I didn't know you had to apply it. I didn't know. Oh no. Oh no. Oh gosh. Alright, guys. It's time to say goodbye. Bye, Stratford. Bye, Autumn. Bye, Adventures. Bye, Blau. See ya, Paisano. Bye, Moon. This captain is jumping off the boat, but it's fine. I can swim back up to the boat. Now on the Discord, I will hint you to a place. I have a lot of work to do when it comes to like the pearls. Oh, speaking of the whole like how much to reveal and not to reveal. That's something I would like to know though. You don't have to give me an exact number if you feel like it's a spoiler, but how many pearls are out there? Because I'm a little worried that I'm going to be at this for the rest of my life. Especially if all the pearls are going to be like that pink one. I don't know if I have the heart to do it, I'll be completely honest. Or at the very least, I don't know if I have the heart to do it with the schedule that I have for Rain World. Rain World might get the like a Hat in Time treatment where it becomes a Wednesday only upload as to buy more time for myself per se. I might honestly do that. Like, okay, so here's the deal. What I might do, now that I'm thinking about it out loud, I might push Rain World to a Wednesday only upload, like a video upload. And then I could start playing Hollow Knight now-ish. One in every region at the very least, except FP. Okay, so maybe I already have 3. I got 1 in Shaded. That leaves, hold on. I gotta do math now. This is really complicated. outskirts, garbage, industrial, chimney. Yo, where the fuck have I been in that game? I'm completely forgetting it. Okay, you know what? I'll figure it out later. I'll count it up later. The stream ends here. Thank you to everybody who has joined the stream. It means a lot. For anyone who didn't see it, I'll send it again. I will do it again. Here is the ancient items. Here's the ancient text. This will send you into space at the speed of light. You can hang out there. I may talk sometimes, not always, but thank you to everybody for coming to the stream. This has been a lot of fun. And you guys take care of yourself. Drink water. Nothing but pure vibes. I think it would be smart to finish Rain World first. Also, you have not found some regions. Oh, god damn it. Okay, yeah, the stream ends here. Good night. I'm done.